So the cake is out of the oven and it is ready. There are 3 ways for you to know if your cake is ready. Number 1, you will smell the cake. When you smell it, but that doesn't give you 100% results. You will want to test it with a stick or toothpick. When it comes out dry, you know it is ready. This is dry, there is nothing. But if it's not ready, you will see it will still be like sticking. And the 3rd way is for you to look at the edge of the pan. Look at this edge. It's dried and it's separated from the pan. So you don't need to like force it to leave. You see this edge? Can you see this? It is dried round. That is another sign to tell you the cake is ready. And when your cake is like higher at the middle, you can make it equal with tar paper. With this tar paper, when it is still very hot. But good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you all are doing great. And if you are seeing this face for the first time, you are welcome to this family. It is a beautiful sunny Saturday morning here, and it is my daughter's birthday. So I will be baking her birthday cake, and I will be doing the cake decoration as well. And I will be cooking jollof rice too. And if you want to know how to cook proper Nigeria jollof rice, keep watching. So I'm going to dive into the baking of the cake right here. So I'm going to start by putting the egg in the mixed flour. This flour is already mixed. We have all the baking agent here. And I'm going to be using 3 eggs for this cake, which I'm going to put straight away. I was supposed to bake this cake yesterday, but I was very busy. Though I took yesterday off, but I was just like running around the city, buy 1 or 2 things, preparing for the birthday. It wasn't that easy. At the end of the day, I was very tired and I slept off. So I was to bake it in the night. So I'm going to put water. This is 15 milligrams of water. This is ordinary water, not warm water. And not hot water, just ordinary water. So I'm trying to like mix it at the middle to make sure everything spread. So this is oil. I'm going to be putting oil. This is vegetable oil. I'm going to be putting the vegetable oil too. And I'm going to keep stirring. Just stirring at the middle till everything come in. As somebody will ask, does she also bake? I bake too. You can do everything when you want to, you know. I love baking, but I don't bake all the time. You know, baking contains a lot of, like a cake contains a lot of fat and sugar. So that is why I avoid baking all the time. Because whenever I bake in the house, they don't eat something else. They are just like eating that cake or whatever. And I will also like to eat all the time. So you can imagine when we keep eating things like fatty and sugary things, we are going to like blow up, you know. So I do always start my baking from this time of the year. 14th of November is my daughter's birthday, so I do bake a cake. And 15th 5th of December is my birthday. I bake on my birthday too. And 18th is my husband's birthday. I bake on my husband's birthday. And we bake also on Christmas Day and New Year Day. So you can imagine, by the end of the year, we are all like trying to lose some weight. So you can see it's already ready. I don't want to spend too much time here because I have a lot to do. So you can see this is ready. I'm going to keep this aside, and I'm going to be baking colored cake with different colors. So I'm going to be using green and red with this color that look like cream cheese. So I'm going to separate this cake into 3 parts. Sorry, I mean this tile, not cake. I'm going to separate this tile into 3 parts. So I'm going to put this pan in the oven. There is water in this pan. I want this water to heat and warm up the oven. That will enable the cake to rise very well. And you can also use your wet towel. Your old towel, you can just cut out part of the wet towel. You can cut out part of your old towel and wet it and use it to wrap your pan around before putting it in the oven with a tie. That will help your cake not to get dry. So I'm going to put this one in the oven, and the oven is already on. So I'm using 160 degree. So I'm going to be using this biscuit too for the basing of the pan. So I'm going to like break the biscuit. Can you see that? Okay, good. Just like pieces the biscuits. You can use any type of biscuit. If you are in Nigeria, you can use cabin biscuit. Cabin biscuit is very good, but this is the type of biscuit we have here. This doesn't have a lot of sugar and fat, so I try as much as I can to avoid sugar and fat. You can just rate it to your own choice. So this one, I want it to like not like just like in little pieces, not too small. So I've already oiled this pan. I use vegetable oil to oil the pan. You can use butter or you can use your bacon paper. And so I'm going to like hold the biscuit here. Try to pieces them a little bit too. So I've already separated the tart into 3. I have a green color, pink, like pink or red, in between pink and red, and this is the neutral color. So I'm going to start by putting this. I will try to make it equal. Just try to spread it this aside. Then I will put this. Then I put in neutral. I continue till the 3 bowls are empty. So you try not to get the color close to each other. So let there be color separation. So guys, this is it. So I'm going to put it in the oven now. And I'm going to leave it in the oven for like 40 minutes. Not too long. So it's a quick one. It doesn't take time. So I always like to save time and money. Whatever I want to do, I think about the time and I think about the money. So try to save money and try to save time. So I'm going to be leaving the measurements in the description box. So the cake is out of the oven and it is ready. There are 3 ways for you to know if your cake is ready. Number 1, you will smell the cake. When you smell it, but that doesn't give you 100% results. You will want to test it with this stick or toothpick. When it comes out dry, you know it is ready. This is dry, there is nothing. But if it's not ready, you will see it will still be like sticking. And the 3rd way is for you to look at the edge of the pan. Look at this edge. It's dried and it's separated from the pan. So you don't need to like force it to leave. You see this edge? Can you see this? It is dried round. That is another sign to tell you the cake is ready. And when your cake is like higher at the middle, you can make it equal with tar paper. With this tar paper, when it is still very hot. But this one is cold. I'm not going to make it level. I don't like making it level because I like the cake to be bouncy. So what I'm going to do now, another way I can make it to be level, I'm going to like cut the top off with this knife. So you're going to like try to gauge it's equal. Try to hold your knife straight and cut round. You remove the top. Try to smoothen here. You can see how the color is looking attractive. So I still have the pan at the bottom. So I'm going to leave that. And I will be decorating the cake with this. Look at this decoration. Look at it. And I will be using the golden type and the figures. And I will be using the fondant as well. This is the fondant. This is what I'm going to use to cover the surface of the cake. But meanwhile, I will be using icing sugar. This is icing sugar. I'm going to mix this icing sugar to coat the surface and the body before covering it with this fondant. So let's see how it goes.